literally nobody asked for this, but I'm gonna vlog myself cooking. Let me check if I actually have rice. We have rice. You know what? That's a little too much rice to eat. Take an egg, bud. That's pretty much it. That's all literally what I just wanted to do today, but I hope you enjoyed. Bye. This is how I rig up my FX2. Made a video a couple of weeks ago showing my FX2 built up. Things have changed since then. I've kind of recouped, thought about more of what I want my setup to be while I'm filming weddings, gigs, whatever. Now I've changed it to this. So let's go piece by piece. All right, this, of course, we're starting with the FX2. We have a half cage on it because it comes with NATO rails on the top and it has quick release Arca Swiss place integrated on the bottom. And of course it has another cold shoe mount on the top, which I've been using. So let's build it out. For our lens, Tamron 17-70. I shoot on 4K 60 on the FX2. It's cropped, so I have a cropped lens. Next, we have a small rig V-mount plate with a monopod plate attached to the bottom. And because we have the Arca Swiss built in for our cage, we can easily just slide it through. I just gotta make sure that this is centered. Next, we're gonna run our V-mount, V99. This lasts me the entire day. It has only been powering my FX2, but I am going to integrate it into my monitor to power my monitor as well, but that's for later. I'm gonna plug it in. Next, our NATO rail top handle. Make sure that's centered as well. Of course, monitor. Like I mentioned before in my previous video, I have the Fieldworld FS55, I don't remember what it is. It's a cheap monitor, gets the job done, but I will be upgrading it soon. We have our Rode NTG. This isn't the proper mount for it. It's being used on my boom mic right now, so the small one will have to do, but you get the point. NTG for our scratch audio. And lastly, just something for myself. I have a quick release for this DJI Action 5 Pro. I don't have the Action 5 with me right now. I usually use the Action 5 Pro for BTS right here. And just like that, this thing is fully built. The reason why I kind of changed up my setup from my last video, which was a couple weeks ago, was because that's when I was trying to change my filming style. I was originally shooting with only gimbal and a camera for my main setup throughout the day for weddings. I changed it to be more stationary, to be more intentional with my shots, meaning letting everything in the frame convey emotions, story, and everything rather than my movement. And that was my first attempt at building a rig. But after going through my first wedding, I kind of dialed in everything, thinking of what's better, what could work better, what makes it easier to continue filming the way I want to in the future. And that's this right here. I'm still gonna be making improvements for sure. But for now, this is our setup. If you're wondering, I'm not filming this video all in one go, so that's why everything's so sporadic. I usually just film a bunch of stuff and then just put it together, and that's just the video. I don't really have a theme, a set title, a set schedule or anything. This is the next day. I was gonna continue off talking about my rig now that I completed what I have so far and what I want it to be, but we got a package. So I'm just gonna unbox real quick. It is a light that I just bought. This because I'm moving on from the lights that I currently have, which is a Japanese brand. I think it's Chinese actually. It's the Young Nuo lights. They're just one color, but it's super cheap and it's just daylight, which kind of didn't look good in all scenarios, so I kind of wasted some money on that, but I did buy it like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. So I just bought one light for now. I usually rock 2 and then 1 main light for weddings, but I want to test it out first. So yeah, I just bought small rig, a V-mount plate clamp to mount a V-mount battery on the light stand so that I can power the light. The Yongnuo ones, you can just use NPF. This one, you can't. It has internal batteries as well, but might as well have a V-mount just in case. I also got a new case for my iPhone. Anyways. Yeah, the CX50 Cob light. It's bicolor. This is Zhiyun's Cinepure CX50. This one is not going to be used as a main light, just as a accent light for weddings. Ah, this one's just a reflector. Alright, flip this around. What is this? Oh no, it is a reflector. There's an actual reflector inside, but this is a... Oh, it's just a diffuser. I was so confused. Okay. Sweet. Cable. Yeah. There it is. There is the Zhiyun CX50. How do I turn this on? Ah, I see. You have to press the red button and then rotate English. Whoa! Wow, 1%. This is 1%. Ah, it clicks. Dang. That's 100%. If you're, this is not even a sponsored segment. I only have like 280 subscribers, which please subscribe. But this is pretty good. I got this for maybe $100, and I also got my Yongnuo for $100, but that has no internal batteries because this is internal. I say internal, but the battery's literally here. But you can't take off this battery. My Yongnuos, you have to use NPF batteries. Barn doors kind of suck, so you can't really shape light, and it's just one color. It's just daylight. So this. Anyways, as I was talking, my FX2. The main things that I changed on this FX2 was that I said I didn't need a, well, I said multiple things. I didn't need a cage and I didn't need a V-mount battery. Those were the two things that I kind of changed the most and why I'm making this new video. After experimenting that first wedding with this specific setup, so not a gimbal. So originally, like I mentioned, I just ran with a gimbal, camera, lens. That's pretty much it. But like I said, trying to switch up my shooting style and everything like that. That's why I initially made that first video weeks ago about my new kind of setup. I experienced my first wedding and realized some things that I didn't like, or I noticed myself doing that required me to change up my setup a little bit. So first thing, there's a few things on why I now have a cage. One, it adds weight. Being handheld made me realize how shaky I am. And not just like, as in like incredibly shaky, I'm saying just micro jitter shaky. That micro jitter, very off-putting for me. And if it's off-putting for me, it might be noticed by some. So I'd rather add some weight than to not and have that micro jitter, which is also why I added a V-mount. Not the full reason, but one of the reasons why I added a V-mount. Of course, I never really used a V-mount for weddings and I would just change batteries, but with this setup, I added also the V-mount plate as well. Again, adds more weight. I'm able to carry battery, which adds more weight, but also I'm able to power it on for the rest of the day without having to change batteries. You might be wondering why now? You haven't been changing batteries the last 50, 100 weddings. What changed? I started dual recording this wedding season. I didn't realize how much power that took out of my camera. Within the first 2 hours, I already used the entire battery. And that's not me shooting consecutively. That was with pauses, with me turning my camera off. Within 2 hours, done. Because of that change, I had to use a V-mount. And yes, I wasn't shooting with dual SD cards or CF Express cards during my previous weddings. I never had a card failure. Never, ever. I started to really hone in my business and thinking of the things that could go wrong. And one of those things is having an SD card or CF Express fail on you. And you're just, for lack of a better term, shit out of luck. So that's something I wanted to change. Because of that change, I had to add a V-mount battery. And to add a V-mount battery, I added the V-mount plate underneath. But in addition to all of this, it added weight, which removed my micro jitters. For the most part, the top handle, the monitor mount, everything stayed the same. It's just the components on the body that changed. Yeah, but other than that, that's pretty much why I did what I did. And you know, we're learning as we go. I've been doing this for a while, weddings specifically, and changing up my style to kind of progress on how I want to be as a videographer. That's just how things go. I adapt, I change styles, maybe for the better, maybe for a challenge, to challenge myself. Switching to this type of style of filming, of more stationary, intentional, letting whatever's in the frame tell the story rather than my own movements, which I used a bunch. I used 4K 60 slow-mo like it was nothing because I just added smooth movements, and that was it. That's my entire wedding videos. So I really want to kind of stray away from that. I'm still shooting 4K 60, which is why I still have my 17-70. I'm not slowing as much, or if any, I'm not slowing any footage at all. When I need to, I do slow down footage from my last wedding, but I let it play out, and I really let whatever's in the image do what they're doing naturally. There is no movement, and if there is, it's more of a stylistic choice. But for the most part, this is how I want to film. I want to be able to just sit there, let whatever's being filmed tell its story. That's how I approach it now, and it's just getting some time to get used to it, which is why I'm just switching as much as I can, see what I can improve. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I am curious, if you're still watching by the end of this, what else would you like to see me try out in terms of video for YouTube? Maybe challenges to do on my wedding day, whether it's shooting with a specific gear or whatever have you. I really want to try and keep constantly making YouTube videos. As some passions die down, YouTube has become a passion that started to rekindle, I guess. If you haven't already, subscribe. I'm going to be consistently posting videos from now on, which I have been pretty consistently. I even started posting some shorts, so we'll see how that does. But yeah, posting consistently, and yeah, I hope you join me on this fun ride. Okay, bye.